Hello and welcome to the Dream Team. Here, if you can dream it, we can build it. And we developed this show for you can call in and ask us any questions in reference to new construction, remodeling, any type repairs. If you want to build a mother-in-law suite, a safe room in your house, if you just want to add on, we can answer the questions here and we can do it for you. If you have any kind of plumbing repairs, we can answer those questions and we can repair them for you. So this is a call-in show. I want to keep reminding people that. So please call in and ask us any questions. And now for the introductions, this is Mr. Bob Price Jr. over here. He's a home builder, been one in this area for many years. And this is Keith Swilly. He's a Gulf Power employee, and I'm going to give them the opportunity to introduce themselves. Mr. Bobby, would you go ahead?
Sure will. It's a privilege and honor to be here with y'all today. Just want to let you know a little bit about what we do. As Tommy said, this is the Dream Team. If you can dream it up, we can build it, and we probably already have built it or done it. You know, when it comes to plumbing or construction, we can do it. We do piling houses on grade. We do additions, remodeling. Just finished up a porch addition for a guy over off East Kingsfield Road. They're tickled with it. If it comes down to construction or plumbing, we can handle it. We built indoor swimming pools. Just imagine it, we can do it. And again, just to remind you, this is a call-in show. And if you have any questions, please call in and ask. We'll try to answer them. If we can't, we'll find an answer out and email you back. Mr. Swilly.
Bobby, tell them how long you've been in business, please.
I've been in business since 1987, and I believe that's the same year that you started up your company.
Well, I started in '83, and I incorporated in '87.
All right. Anyway, we've been doing this for close to 30 years now, and for most of the time, Mr. Kimmons has been my plumber.
And it's been my pleasure. I want everybody to know that I not only work for Bobby, I work for his father, Mr. Price, and Alan. It's a family affair, and it's been like family working for him. So it's really been my pleasure, Bobby.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure here also. I want to introduce y'all our special guest today. We have Mr. Keith Swilly. He is the Energy Sales and Efficiency Manager at Gulf Power. Anytime I have any questions regarding energy efficiency on a home or construction techniques that'll save on people on a power bill, which we all have that in mind. You know, we know the power rates are going to go up. We need to stay as efficient and effective as we can, especially in today's times. Things are tight. I'll call Mr. Swilly. He is the energy guru. So if you don't mind, Mr. Swilly, please tell us a little bit about your background, where you came from, how you got into the energy business, where you started.
Okay. Thanks, Bob and Tommy. And I would just tell you, I've been involved with energy efficiency since 1980. I started with Gulf Power as a residential marketing energy rep, and I've worked in a commercial field, and actually have a little bit of experience outside of Gulf Power in the heating cooling business. So I've seen a lot of things change since 1980, and efficiencies have changed, equipment's changed, the way we build houses have changed, and the biggest question we get is, how can I save money? And so that's what we try to do every day. And my department is really the marketing department. What we do is the energy audits in houses and people that want to change out their air conditioner to more efficient systems, or what are alternatives and how to build a more efficient home. Things from better insulating techniques to windows to is the top of the line. As you know, in my house, I've got geothermal heating, cooling, and so does Tommy. And but we try to provide all the information we can to our customers so they can save money and just know the options and choices there are out there for them. Because a lot of people just go ahead and buy that house, build that house, and don't really ask the questions that they're just not aware of, so we try to provide that information.
And here in a little bit, we always try to bring y'all a tip of the week. Tommy has one concerning plumbing. I've got one concerning energy efficiency on a house, and these are just some of the small things. Some things are very inexpensive to do that'll save you money, not only on your water bill, but on your energy bill. And we'll try to get to those here in a little bit.
All right, I want to tell a quick story about Keith. I plumbed a couple houses for Keith, and the last one we did, we were doing everything. We were putting meters on systems to see how much hot water he's getting, how high the temperature would get. We was doing all kind of tests. We were insulating the copper under the slab. We were doing all kind of energy stuff, and I thought it was all a good idea. I thought it was very excessive, which his power bill indicates that he's excessive. He's got one of the lowest power bills in the county. But I was doing all this stuff for him and working with him on a daily basis on his house, and he was very interested in all the plumbing aspect of it. And his house turned out perfect. And I was real pleased, and I think Keith was too. And I got ready to build my dream home. And I thought, Keith and I were pretty friendly by that time. We were friends, and I thought, I called Keith up and I told him I was getting ready to build my dream home, and I wanted to make sure my house was as energy efficient as his. And Keith spent a lot of times not only on my plans, but he came to my house. He came to my house numerous times. Whatever phase of the building was in, Keith would be there recommending stuff and giving me different options and telling me the way to go. He was actually helping me make my house very energy efficient. And I thought all along, I said, man, this guy is a good friend of mine. He is coming to my house to help me build my house properly and make it energy efficient. Well, Keith does this for a living. That's what he does at Gulf Power. Anybody can call him and he will give you the same.
Yeah, I mean, I would say a lot of people don't realize that our marketing department has residential, personnel and commercial business personnel. And what we do is just go out and try to help people and show them the best ways to be efficient. And so, our whole department does this every day. And so it's fun stuff. It's what I get paid to do.
Yeah, but you'd never think that because Gulf Power's wanting to make the money, but they're actually sending you out there to help people save money. I think it's a good thing.
Well, one thing you got to realize, why do we show people how to save money? And it really boils down to happy customers. If you don't have happy customers, business isn't good no matter what. So it's part of showing them the best ways they can be efficient, and they're more comfortable and they're happier with the product they get, hopefully.
It's the same with our business. We discussed that on our last show. We do our best to make all our customers happy, and actually it's the best advertisement we can get too. Just someone to say, man, what an outstanding job Bob Price Jr. did. What a good job Kimmons Plumbing did. And
so, Mr. Swilly, if I'm thinking about building a house and I'm out here in the Escambia Canyon and I want to get some help from the Gulf Power's marketing department, who do I call? How do I get a hold of y'all?
Just there's a marketing number in the phone book, and it will call in, and you can select residential or commercial. But the bottom line, there'll be someone there to pick up the phone and ask you what your need is. Is an energy audit an existing home? Is I'm building a new house? And we can really start from scratch on how to insulate the house, what kind of windows are good, what are the best, heating, cooling systems. There's so many options out there other than the minimum, required by code. So there's all kinds of ways we can help. Just ask.
So y'all don't want to just specialize in new construction. If I've got a house that's 20 years old and my power bill seems to be high, y'all will come out and do an audit on that house, which entails what?
Well, when we do an energy audit, it really boils down to how does this house compare to the current construction standards or current energy, efficient options. And we get up in the attic, and what does the ductwork look like? Does it leaking? Is it insulated well? Is it smashed? Is it kinked? How's the insulation levels? We find air ducts that are that have come apart. So we find lots of problems and try to point those out, and they get fixed or repaired, and customer saves money. And then if they're in the place in their time in the house that they could upgrade, we give them those options and what's best.
All right, and let me remind everybody too, if Gulf Power comes out and they show you all these problems, call Bob Price Jr. We will take care of all of them. We're gonna go for a short break, and please stay tuned. We'll be right back with you, and we're gonna talk about the heat pump water heater. Thank you.
Is your water bill high? Do you have a leak at your water meter? Do you have a leak that you can hear it, but you can't locate it? Kimmons Plumbing has the technology to quickly find a solution to these problems. Let our plumbing technicians find those pesky leaks that is causing you money. It's fast, easy, and we will save you money every time.
Hi, I'm Tommy Kimmons, owner of Kimmons Plumbing. We have the answer to your plumbing needs. Call anytime, 455-2565.
When you have a backup sewer problem, the amount of demolition to find the problem can be enormous. But now there's an answer. Kimmons Plumbing now features a new technology that can find sewer problems instantly. What this means to you is we save you money. Our professional technicians can come on site and locate any problem and fix it immediately.
Hi, I'm Tommy Kimmons, owner of Kimmons Plumbing. We have the answer to your plumbing needs. Call anytime, 455-2565.
Are you tired of watching your money go down the drain? Enjoy instant hot water with the Metlin system. This system pays for itself in less than a year, eliminating wasted water and energy. And there are special seasonal discounts now in effect.
If you're tired of watching your money go down the drain, call Kimmons Plumbing. With a touch of a button, you can have hot water on demand.
The Metlin system delivers 24/7 comfort for pennies. Call Kimmons Plumbing and enjoy instant hot water today.
Hello, I'm Bob Price Jr., and you're with us on the show we're calling the Dream Team. This is Tommy Kimmons, and this is Mr. Keith Swilly from Gulf Power. He's our guest today. And I would like to give Mr. Kimmons a chance to tell us a little bit about himself. We kind of skipped through that in the last segment, and I apologize. We got fired up on this energy saving stuff, and we forgot Mr. Kimmons. So.
No apology necessary, Bobby. But my wife Jan and I started Kimmons Plumbing in 1983. It was Kimmons Plumbing Company then, and we incorporated in 1987, and we've been going strong ever since. We offer a variety of services. We do a lot of custom homes, or we used to do a lot of custom homes, but we are very proficient at doing new construction. We do all type repairs, anything from drain cleaning to re-pipes, water heater replacement. We repair water heaters. Same with faucets. Last show, my grandson prefabbed a 3-valve diverter, and we brought it in. If you got water running through it, call us up. We can take care of it. And if we can't, we will direct you in the right direction. But sewer repairs, stopped up sewers. We was at a house last week, and the lady called me. She had her sewer was stopped up, and we went over there, and she had styrene pipe. It was one of the first phases of PVC pipe. It's called styrene, real brittle pipe. Had roots growing all in it, and I showed it to her, and it was holes all in it. Roots were growing all in it. I told her it needed replacement, and we replaced it that same day without affecting it. She could use her house all day. So we do a variety of things. If you have any questions, I do answer my phone all the time just to answer questions for individuals if they got a specific question they want to know about. And I can give them our hourly rates, and I can quote them on changing out a water heater or repairing a water heater. So if you need any kind of plumbing service whatsoever, give us a shot. Give us a call at 455-2565. And we got Keith in for this show because we got a new energy efficient feature that we want to bring to your attention. It's called the heat pump water heater. And I'm going to turn it over to Keith, and me and Bobby will be adding in on it. But Keith, take it away.
Okay, well, one of the larger users in a house these days are water heating, and what we see a lot of times is customers want to get their bill down, and everybody knows energy prices have increased, and with all the pressures of environmental and pressures of fuel costs that affect our cars and everything we have, energy costs are they're probably here to stay as a high cost, and who knows what will happen in future. Now, the solution to that is to install something more efficient. We like to call that some kind of new technology. There are what we call conventional technologies and new technologies. Conventional water heating is going to be a standard electric water heater or standard gas water heater, tankless. They're all heating a conventional way. But one of the most unknown new technologies for water heating is heat pump water heaters. And you might take a picture of it over here, because we've got one here that is one that is on display here. And
there we go.
There it is. And it really, how I did like to describe it, it's a little air conditioner on top of a tank. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, you only want to do that if it's more efficient. If you can key in on this little page, maybe it helps to explain. Let me see how it comes.
There we go. That's pretty good.
But the little air conditioner draws in hot air that is in your garage, is in everybody's garage, and it takes that hot heat in your garage that we all hate and really converts it into hot water. And how does it do that? Well, the little air conditioner has a compressor in it. The compressor can produce hot Freon or a gas. It circulates that gas through piping around the tank, and bottom line, it heats the tank. Now, why you want to do that is it can heat it at half the cost. Okay, half the cost. So most people would like to heat their water at 50 to 60% the cost. We've actually metered heat pump water heaters to save as much as 60%. So it's a good, efficient thing. We have an incentive, conservation incentive for that is $700. So it really draws the cost down, and the return or payback for them are somewhere, 2 to 4 years. So in a real reasonable point of time, the customer has saved enough to pay for whatever it's cost them to install it. These heat pump water heaters are best suited in a garage because it likes that hot air in your garage.
It's a little noisier.
It's going to be a little noisier, but in your garage it's not that noticeable. Plumbers can plumb it in just like you would a regular water heater.
And it also, I think a basement would be a good location as well. And if you decide you want a heat pump water heater, it's going to be just like any other water heater. If it's located inside your living area and you want it located to your garage, we can come out. Kimmons Plumbing can come out and pipe it over to your garage and save you money, because a water heater consumes 14 to 25% of all the energy for a household. And I brought it out on our last show. A dishwasher, a refrigerator, a washer and dryer, all those appliances combined use less energy than a water heater. So you're talking about a major energy consumer in your house. So if you can cut that to 50%, that's a savings.
And let me ask you something, Mr. Kimmons. On those heat pump water heaters, can you tell me, say if I call you up in the morning and say I'm thinking about putting one of these in my house, how much would it cost me? Give me an idea.
Well, Bobby, it's like anything else. Every application is different. It's going to be best to call me up, make an appointment, let me come out to your house and see what location you want to put it at and see if it can go there. And because every house is different. Everybody wants it in a different location. So it's not like you can give a generic price. I'll know exactly what the heat pump water heater is going to cost, but the location is going to determine how much labor and how much materials is involved in relocating it. And if you got a water heater already located in the garage, then it would be much easier to give you a price over the phone.
And as Mr. Swider was talking a while ago, they are, I guess it's Gulf Power is offering a $700 rebate for installing one of these products, but you can get a federal energy tax credit on those things.
Yes.
How does that work?
Just once you install one of these, you keep your receipt, and when you file your taxes, you take that tax credit at that point, and a tax credit is, it's not like a deduction. Tax credit is actually money you will get back or you would otherwise not pay. So it is money in your pocket. But I think most people may want an idea, well, what is the approximate cost? But would it be fair to say, around, couple $1,000 to $2,500 would be a ballpark, depending on how.
If you was asking me for a ballpark, I'd say $2,200 to $2,500. Absolutely.
One thing too that we need to make sure we give Ferguson's Plumbing and Supply credit for our display model out here.
Absolutely, Ferguson. Thank you so much, and Jeremy Wright, he delivered it. He set it up for us, and Ferguson's located at 8813 Grove Road in Ellison Industrial Park. And listen, if you want a heat pump water heater, they'll deliver it to your job site and set it up in place. And not only that, they will haul off and dispose of your other one. So if you need one, please give them a call. Bobby, we got a phone call in. Stay with us. We're going to answer the phone.
This is the Dream Team. Go ahead.
Yes, I have a question about the heat pump water heaters.
All right. What kind of question do you have?
I was wondering if those could be installed in your attic.
In your attic. All right. Hang on a second and keep watching the TV, and we'll answer that question.
I'm going to touch on that first, okay? If you have Well, one thing I want to tell you, these are quite heavy water heaters, so your attic's going to have to be designed to handle that kind of weight. That's the first thing you need to know. And if your attic's got the regular blown-in insulation, it wouldn't be a good thing, because this is an air conditioner on top, and it has a filter that has to be cleaned out every couple of months. So if you got the regular blown-in insulation, no, it wouldn't be a good application. If you got that sprayed-on foam insulation up on your trusses, that would be an ideal application. But you would need to make sure you got Bob Price Jr. over there to make sure your trusses could support that weight prior to doing it.
Yeah, because those units weigh 350 pounds, and with water in them at 8 pounds a gallon, it can get heavy.
One thing real quick. The one thing you need to be concerned about is there's operating temperature ranges with these. And so you don't need any more than about 110 degrees to 40 degrees. So a traditional attic would not really be a good application.
All right, we're going to go for another break. Please stay tuned, and we want more calls. If you have any questions about building, remodeling, plumbing, Gulf Power, give us a call.
Are you tired of watching your money go down the drain? Enjoy instant hot water with the Metlin system. This system pays for itself in less than a year, eliminating wasted water and energy. And there are special seasonal discounts now in effect.
If you're tired of watching your money go down the drain, call Kimmons Plumbing. With a touch of a button, you can have hot water on demand.
The Metlin system delivers 24/7 comfort for pennies. Call Kimmons Plumbing and enjoy instant hot water today.
When you have a backup sewer problem, the amount of demolition to find a problem can be enormous. But now there's an answer. Kimmons Plumbing now features a new technology that can find sewer problems instantly. What this means to you is we save you money. Our professional technicians can come on site and locate any problem and fix it immediately.
Hi, I'm Tommy Kimmons, owner of Kimmons Plumbing. We have the answer to your plumbing needs. Call anytime, 455-2565.
Is your water bill high? Do you have a leak at your water meter? Do you have a leak that you can hear it, but you can't locate it? Kimmons Plumbing has the technology to quickly find a solution to these problems. Let our plumbing technicians find those pesky leaks that is causing you money. It's fast, easy, and we will save you money every time.
Hi, I'm Tommy Kimmons, owner of Kimmons Plumbing. We have the answer to your plumbing needs. Call anytime, 455-2565. Welcome back to the Dream Team. My last show, we gave a plumbing tip, and we're going to try to give you a tip every month. And I want to start by talking about the Metlin system. It's the best way to save water, because if you're watching it go down the drain, I mean, you're wasting money and energy. And another consumer of water, of wasting water, is a toilet in your house. And I'll tell you, since 1997, toilets have changed considerably. But still, the basic toilet has a fill valve. It looks something like this. And you have a flush valve that looks something like this. This one lets water in, this lets the water out. This flapper here, you need to make sure it stays in good working order and it's not leaking water. If it's leaking water, you're going to just, gallons a day. It's just wasted. And I'm going to give you a tip on how you can check your toilet to see if you're losing water down your toilet. You make sure this fill valve is cut off and it's not running water down in your flush valve. If it is, this needs adjusting, or it's broken, needs to be replaced. But if you want to make sure that the water is about 1 inch below the flush valve tube. Once it's filled up and you don't hear it running, take some regular food coloring. Any kind of dye will work, and just put a few drops in your tank. And within 5 minutes, if that toilet's leaking, that same color is going to show up in your bowl. And if you see the colored water in your bowl, you know you've got a leaking toilet and you need to do something about it. And if you have one and if you don't know how to fix it yourself, please give us a call. We fix them all the time. Have we got a call?
No, we don't have a call. One thing, Mr. Switty, you said we went to the break a while ago was about the temperature in the attic on those units. Something that we were talking about as far as putting those in a foam sealed attic versus a normal attic. What were you talking about with that?
Well, manufacturers will tell you this. We don't sell these, we just recommend them because they're efficient. But manufacturers will tell you, it's a little air conditioner and it has a compressor, it has refrigerant in them, and it can only handle so much hot air coming in, or the compressor is going to see pressures that it can't deal with. So it belongs in about 110 to a 40 degree temperature range. So just a traditional attic is not a good application.
All right, we've got a phone call. Let's take this real quick. This is the Dream Team. Go ahead with your question, please.
Yes, I have a question about the heat pump water heater.
Okay, go ahead.
Could you tell me, is there like a size restriction in the houses that you install it in, and is there a downside to installing it? I mean, it sounds like it's energy efficient. Is it going green considered?
Yes, definitely is a green option, probably, without question. But the only downside is, I have to really think hard if there is one. But since it's a little air conditioner, it produces hot water, cold air, and condensation. So you do have to have a plumber to put a little condensate line out from your garage. But the limitations is you really wouldn't want it in your house, but you would size it just based on the need of your family, because they come in different tank sizes. A lot of people get into or think, well, I don't want a tank. There's tank losses. Well, the real truth behind the tank issue is tanks are super insulated these days, and when they're off, they're not losing about 1 to 2 degrees per hour. So tanks are not bad.
Okay, we've got another call, and let me tell you real quick. You can put these in any house. 1 bathroom, 2 bathrooms, 3, 5 bathrooms. They can be sized for any house. Bob, give us another line, please.
This is the Dream Team. Go ahead with your question, please.
Yes, with the water heaters you're discussing, is there any way that's more efficient, going to be less costly than traditional gas water heater?
No,
Is it? Let me ask. You tell me. Will it be less expensive?
Yeah, to operate every month. Yeah.
A heat pump water heater?
Absolutely.
All right, watch the TV. We'll answer your question, and we've got to hurry.
Yes. I've got figures here. We don't have time to.
All right. Call us up tomorrow morning at Kimmons Plumbing. We'll answer the question. Please stay tuned for our next show, and keep your eye out for the Dream Team. Thank you very much.